test results in the case of little Trevante Davis says, you ain't shit but a provider. Now, I don't know about you guys, but growing up, I have always either heard or been told that my role in this lifetime is to be nothing more than a provider. And no, not a superhero with my own Batcave, not a king living in a palace, just strictly a provider. I was told that it would be my responsibility to wear the weight of providing financial stability for the entire household. As said provider, I would have to take on all the burdens of life. And pretty much just accept that I'm going to always be handed the ass of the stick in life. And I don't know if any of you know that old ass saying, but I'm going to use it any damn ways. And it'll be okay because I have a wife that supports me. But wait, I also shouldn't show any emotion because that would make me look weak in the eye of the storm. I can't afford to look weak because I'm the rock of the household, the protector of the household. It's my job to be an emotionless robot for the sake of my kids having someone to look up to. And my wife needs to see a strong, confident man at all times. And I'm here to tell you guys that all that shit I just listed sounds exhausting as hell. I have always been that guy in the room that challenged that dumbass theory of how a man's life should go. Now let me clarify, there is absolutely nothing wrong with a man wanting to take care of his family. However, that's just not the goal for every single man living on this planet. I know as men we oftentimes, all the damn time, get painted with the same brush as if we're all the same person with the same goals and the same beliefs as one another, but that's just simply not the case. We all have our own personal paths and things that we want to have accomplished in this lifetime. Understand that being a provider is not at the top of the goal list for everyone. Ideally, yes, having a loving family is something that you should strive for, but realistically, not every man wants to be married. Not every man wants children. Not every man wants to be with a woman. Hell, not every man was biologically born as one. I mean, hell, I was, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Every time this theory was thrown upon me, I would always think, wait, so if I'm juggling bills, money, a marriage, children, a household, a job, and just all of these other external things, at what point am I prioritizing my mental health? At what point do I matter? Isn't that just as important? Just being open and honest here. As a kid, I would always think, I don't know if I even want children. I don't even know if I want to be married. Hell, I don't even know if I like girls yet. But then I would hear all the girls around me being told, you're beautiful. You're a princess. You're supposed to be treated like nothing less than royalty. Now, this information isn't wrong at all. Why are women the only ones taught to embrace a drama-free, stress-free, soft life? Damn, try to say that 3 times fast. Drama-free, stress-free, soft life. Drama-free, stress-free, soft... Moving on. And men are pretty much taught, you need to embrace putting in countless hours of back-breaking work. You need to embrace being on your feet until the bones at the bottom start to decay. You need to embrace smelling like a wet wipe that just cleansed between 2 ass cheeks. All that working and building on the foundation you're barely going to have any time to enjoy for yourself. I guess we're just supposed to accept the fact that that's just what comes with the territory of being a provider. I never understood why is it considered a bad thing when a man wants to cater to himself. Prioritize himself. Put himself on the highest pedestal. Have a stress-free, soft life where he's living peacefully in a palace where he's treated like royalty. Can someone tell me why is that wrong? Why are we being labeled sassy for wanting to cater to ourselves? Not us being sassy for having standards and requirements for what we want out of life in a partner. I guess you're only supposed to have those things when you have a vagina. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. There is danger and pressure in telling a man that his only priorities in life is to be a provider. And y'all wonder why men struggle with love and relationships because they were told to be a gray rock with their feelings all their life. It's not manly enough for a provider like to express your love, fears, and emotions towards your partner. It's not manly enough for a provider like to shed tears in front of your wife and your children. No, it's not manly enough for provider like to openly admit that you're tired of working and want to relax with your feet kicked up. To you watching this video, I want to say that you are so much more than a provider and what you can do for someone financially. There is nothing wrong with loving your partner and wanting to give them the world. But make sure that you're prioritizing yourself and your mental health also. And taking that time out to really finding yourself, understanding yourself, and gaining that clarity from within that you need to have a successful partnership with someone. And once you do that, you'll be able to give and provide from a glass that's full that can't be cracked or shattered. Being a provider to me personally means that you provide in other ways that are not just materialistic. You provide by being emotionally intelligent. You provide by having situation awareness. You provide by being able to love unconditionally and abundantly. You provide by openly expressing yourself emotionally in a way that's healthy. And you can do all of that by providing the care that you need for yourself first. Become secured in yourself first, and all the rest will follow after. But as always, this has been a commentary. You've listened to me commentate. Like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow as a family. I'm Déj'Shon, your favorite alternative black boy, and I'm out. Peace and blessings.